And the Oakland A's are getting closer to relocating to Las Vegas. Good evening and thanks for joining us live at 4:30. I'm Trish Keene.
And I'm Abel Garcia. The A's have reached an agreement to acquire 49 acres of land near Dean Martin and Tropicana in hopes of building a new baseball stadium. But the big question is, who's going to pay for it? The A's have found a plot of land in Las Vegas big enough for a new $1.5 billion stadium. While the team has said it would put up $1 billion, the clock is now ticking to finalize the details of funding for the remaining balance.
This has to be done in a way that actually benefits the people that live here, that they see some profit out of it.
Clark County Commissioner Michael Naft represents the area where the stadium is being considered. He says he has been talking to the A's for 2 years about this project. But who would pay the tab for approximately $500 million needed to bring the team to Las Vegas? The A's are figuring that out. A team of registered lobbyists, including A's President Dave Covell, has been on the ground in Carson City during this current legislative session. That session ends June 5th.
We're working closely with the state of Nevada as well as Clark County on an incentive package that can be combined with the private investment.
But if public funds are used, finance experts say sales tax revenue and fees passed on to the consumer could be used to repay the money.
Why do we need to pay for that? Why is that our responsibility? You know, our funding should go for schooling and things like that.
While Las Vegas resident Lori Hayes says this is not the best way to use our tax dollars, sports fan Curtis Matuda says otherwise.
I wouldn't mind paying a little bit, to help out, to, bring something so exciting in the city.
Commissioner Naft says Clark County locals like Lori and Curtis shouldn't worry about a new taxation.
This is largely about utilizing any new taxes that are coming from that stadium district.
Naft says if the state is going to invest, we want to get a return on our money.
We are thriving. We're doing well. This is the market where if you're in business, if you're a sports franchise, or if you're doing anything else, you want to be here.
And sources tell Channel 13 the team needs a financial deal in place to get approval from the MLB for a move to Las Vegas. Without it, they could pull out of the purchase agreement for the stadium site. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred told reporters he supports the A's relocation. There are 45 days left in Nevada's current legislative session.
And the question now is, where would the team play if and when they say goodbye to the Oakland Coliseum? The A's president says it could be the Las Vegas ballpark.
We have an arrangement with the Aviators to stay if and when the A's relocate to Southern Nevada.
Two teams sharing the Las Vegas ballpark could have its challenges, and that needs the green light from Major League Baseball. President and CEO of the Las Vegas Aviators, Don Logan, says some retrofitting would also need to happen.
We've got to do a couple things with the park to make it more major league ready. These light standards need to be 10 to 20 feet higher. Playing 150 games on grass field here would be tough. We'd have to convert to artificial. Probably have to add a locker room somewhere. That's easier said than done.
And while the stadium deal is still in the works, the A's hope to break ground next year with first pitch in 2027.
And there's a lot more to be ironed out on the A's stadium project, but we do know a little about what a potential facility could look like. As Brian Horwath reports, a ballpark here could mirror some designs from other major league cities.
It's a sleepy plot of land now, but details are emerging about what a potential new A's ballpark in Las Vegas could look and feel like.
With their attention turned to a site west of the Strip, A's officials point to a ballpark and surrounding development example nearly 2,000 miles east of it as a potential model.
Not only can we do the actual stadium, which I think is going to be amazing and iconic, but we can also do a ballpark village around it, kind of like the Battery in Atlanta or Petco Park in San Diego.
The Battery is a mixed-use development that includes Truist Park, home of the Atlanta Braves since 2017. The stadium is surrounded by shops, restaurants, concert venues, office space, and apartments. Kevin Reichard, publisher of Ballpark Digest, raves about it.
Oh, it's a great ballpark. It is, one of the best in baseball. It was a pioneer in that, mixed-use districts were not common in the baseball world.
The mixed-use concept, what the A's have called an incentive package, is where a tax district surrounds a stadium. Tax dollars collected there would usually go to help pay back bonds over time used to finance ballpark construction.
If you're going to spend $500 million to attract the A's, and then you get all this ancillary development, is it possible, I'm just throwing this out as a possibility, that you could spend 20% of that to get everything else without the stadium.
Reporting in Las Vegas for Channel 13, I'm Brian Horwath.
And many local fans are excited, including one who tells us his connection with sports teams is following him everywhere he goes.
If the season's good, it's going to be crowded here. If they're like they were in Oakland, it's going to be off and on.
I became a Raider fan in LA in '82, and then they moved up to the Bay Area. And 2 years after they moved up to the Bay Area, I moved up to the Bay Area. So it's something kind of strange with our family and with the Raiders in Oakland.
I like how he has both hats. He has the Aviators hat and the Oakland A's jersey.
Fully supporting our baseball teams for sure. And the good thing is that you get a little bit of variety. Some people are for it, some people aren't, but it's pretty exciting times for sure.
I'm all about baseball here. I just like to see the roster have some, like maybe Chris Bryant, Bryce Harper.
Showing off with her knowledge. I love it.
Oh, no, they're all from here. No, but they're in contracts. We'll see. All right.